Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty today. It is Monday, February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. I have a couple of little videos for you coming up here. I hope you survived Valentine's Day well. We had fairly good weather to work with here in Florida, especially here on the Treasure Coast. And our numbers were down yesterday, as it looks to me like yesterday we had 96 new deaths to report. That was down from 120 the previous day. And also our positives were down by a couple of thousand. That was really a good thing, and we're glad to see that. Hopefully, you know what I say, though, every weekend it seems to look like that. Every weekend our numbers go down, and we get pretty excited about it, and then we get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and bang, they go back up again. Don't forget, I have these little bracelets that I'm wearing that show that I have been vaccinated, and it's engraved in there, and it says I was vaccinated. They're very inexpensive. They cost like $1 a piece. I always carry some extra ones around with me. And Marcia at the gate will have some as well. If you'd like to pick up one down there, I'll take some down and give them to her. Okay, I have a couple of little news clips that I picked up from various places around the state. Florida and New York are sort of in a race to see who can vaccinate the most people. That's kind of a good race instead of a political race. So Florida is a little bit ahead of New York. Florida has done 3,434,000 people so far. New York has done 3,023,000. But California is ahead of us all. But of course, they have a lot more people and they get a lot more doses. California's done 5,780,000. The race is on. This is a good race, and we want this to continue. We think that getting vaccinated is a good thing, and we hope you will do it. So the first little video is going to be about that. Second video is about a way that Moderna has come up with a way to be more efficient in being able to get more people vaccinated faster. Wait till you see how they came up with that. They didn't have to do too much to do it, just required some government approval. And then this third one is very interesting. If you have a lot of money and you like to travel, it's kind of a way you can get your vaccination. So we're going to jump right in here to these videos today. You'll see these, and then immediately following those, we'll jump into the numbers. And remember, tomorrow is going to be a new look for us because I will be on the road. I'm going to be on the road again. Yes, I am, and heading out west, and I will kind of document that along the way, and you'll see a whole brand new different background. I will not be doing these videos from my studio, but I can't tell you where I'm going to be. It's not that it's a secret. I just don't know until I get there. Alrighty, folks, here we go. Let's take a look at these videos, and then we'll do the numbers. Don't forget to push the like button, okay? Appreciate that very much. I'm getting some good likes. Thank you.
We also want to let you know that new changes are coming to the Moderna vaccine for COVID-19. The company just received permission to increase how much of the vaccine is actually in each one of those vials. Fox 4's Christina Evans breaks down how this change could impact you.
The COVID-19 vaccine is providing promise for the community, promise that our lives could soon get back to some sense of normalcy. But limited doses of the vaccine have proven difficult to get here in Southwest Florida. Now, Moderna is looking to help. The company just got approval from the Federal Food and Drug Administration to roll out a solution.
The typical vial will contain about 10 doses. So Moderna has asked to increase the number of doses per vial, which really will help increase the amount of vaccine that will be available in the community.
Hawk says that in each bottle, there's a certain amount of dead space or air that can be filled with extra doses of the vaccine.
Instead of being able to vaccinate only 10 people, we're now able to vaccinate 14 people.
So as Florida continues to move through phase 1B of the vaccination process, this will help speed up the rate at which frontline healthcare workers and those over the age of 65 65 can get vaccinated.
As of this week, Florida has officially vaccinated 3 million people. How do you think Southwest Florida is doing in the vaccination process overall? Are we overcoming the current challenges?
I mean, certainly we want everyone vaccinated as quickly as possible, but when you look at how quickly this has ramped up, I think we've really done a good job. Yes, we want to make sure we get as many people done as soon as possible, but it's a major manufacturing challenge and a major distribution challenge.
In Lee County, Christina Evans, Fox 4.
It started in December 2020 with reports that Indian tour operators were eyeing up trips to London or New York to transport guests to parts of the world where they could get a COVID-19 vaccination. For the equivalent of $1,777 per person, travelers would stay in isolation for as long as would be required, then visit a health center for the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccination, the cost of which would be included in the package itself. Guests would have a small tour of the city before returning home to India. Tour operators were also looking at heading to Russia for the Sputnik vaccine. Then came reports of a wealthy Canadian couple disguising themselves as hospital workers to receive a COVID-19 vaccination after chartering a private jet to head to Beaver Creek, population 100, mostly indigenous White River First Nation members. The New York Times reported then on wealthy stockbrokers and executives calling doctors, asking if they could pay $20,000 to get to the top of the queue for COVID-19 jabs. Around the same time, Florida's governor signed an order to prioritize vaccinations for over 65s, without a requirement to actually live in the state. As a consequence, many wealthy Americans, including Time Warner chief Richard Parsons, flew into Florida from other states to jump to the top of the queue. NBC6 South Florida reported that the state received vaccine tourists from Brazil and Argentina too. One Florida-based travel agency is now running trips to Israel, for Israeli nationals, the only people currently allowed in, for the under 65s. Roy Gal, the owner of Memories Forever Travel Group, told Fox 35 News that people in their 30s and 40s are entering the mandatory 10-day quarantine upon arrival in Israel, then hitting the vaccination centers at the end of the day. Gal said the tourists wait until the last hour and they have lots of vaccines that they haven't provided to people and they don't want it to go to waste, so they literally go outside and yell, vaccines if anyone wants it, and they just go in and get vaccinated. Gal's clients are paying $850 for round-trip tickets, then about $2,000 a month to rent a house for about 2 months from quarantine to the second shot before they take the return flight home. At the beginning of February, The Guardian reported on how the Knightsbridge Circle, a travel and lifestyle service that charges members a £25,000 yearly fee, was advertising COVID-19 vaccine trips to the Emirates for any members over the age of 65. The alleged deal offers members the Chinese Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine, and the founder Stuart McNeil told the New York Times that the club had received 2,000 applications for membership since the deal was advertised. Dubai has recently launched an appeal for digital nomads to come work in Dubai for a year, to live and work near the sea, with the added bonus that all residents of the UAE receive a COVID-19 vaccination.
This morning, we're learning more about new COVID-19 variants. A new study discovered 7 more variants here in the U.S., and researchers say they might be more contagious.
ABC Action News reporter Vanessa Rise this morning has more on that and where our state stands when it comes to variants making their way here.
Florida has put itself on the map for its beautiful beaches, its vacation destinations. But there is one map that we would rather not see ourselves on. According to the CDC, Florida has the most variant cases reported in the country, recording between 300 and 400 cases in the state. And this does not include the newest variants researchers just identified. That new study was published but not yet peer-reviewed. Researchers say they have seen a rapid increase in these new variant cases. Now, while that may seem alarming to some, CDC experts say genetic mutations are expected, and they add that some variants can spread while others may simply subside. Experts say the COVID-19 virus is a learn-as-we-go situation. Dr. Anthony Fauci spoke with ABC News within the past 24 hours and said while the UK variant spreads even faster than the original and seems to be more harmful, there is a glimmer of good news.
The vaccine that we are now currently distributing, the Moderna vaccine and the Pfizer vaccine, clearly work against this variant. And we know that from both in vitro test tube studies as well as extrapolation from other vaccines. This tells us that the best way to get around that and to prevent any serious consequences is to get as many people vaccinated as quickly as you possibly can.
It is unclear if the vaccines are effective against the new variants. Dr. Anthony Fauci again continued to stress the importance of hand washing, mask wearing, social distancing. He said you add that with getting everyone vaccinated, and he said that is the way that we can take over this virus as opposed to it happening the other way. In Tampa, Vanessa Ariza, ABC Action News.
Alrighty, folks, here we are in the numbers department for Monday. It's February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. These are the new numbers today, and as generally works out, things go up. So the deaths did go up, 155 new deaths today in the past 24 hours. That's 59 more than yesterday. Yesterday, we had 96. Now, the positives did come down. We are down to 3,615. That's 1,821 less than yesterday. Vaccinations. Total vaccinations for the entire state of Florida since we started, 3,490,648. Lots of vaccinations. Got a long way to go, but that's where we stand. In the past 24 hours, 115,151. Now in Dade, Miami-Dade, let's take a look what's going on down there in Miami-Dade. 15 new deaths to report, 521 new positives. New vaccinations down there, 3,733. Broward County is Fort Lauderdale, 10 new deaths to report in the past 24 hours, 537 new positives, 2,964 new vaccinations in Broward County, the Fort Lauderdale area. In the Palm Beaches, 27 new deaths to report in the Palm Beaches over the weekend, 333 new positives. Let's keep that number down there, Crider. 333 new positives for the Palm Beaches, 2,479 new vaccinations in the Palm Beaches. In Orange County is Orlando, 15 new deaths to report, 197 new positives, 776 new vaccinations up in the Orlando area. In Brevard County, 1 new death to report, 70 new positives, 2,487 new vaccinations in Brevard County. St. Lucie County is Fort Pierce, no new deaths to report, 63 new positives, 314 new vaccinations over the weekend. In Martin County, Stewart, 1 new death to report, 13 new positives, 429 new vaccinations in the Stewart area. And in Indian River County, where I am, no new deaths to report, 18 new positives, and 534 new vaccinations over the weekend. And we're going to go down here as we do every day and show you these zip codes for Vero Beach. These are all going to be positive numbers in the past 24 hours. New positives in the past 24 hours. 32948, no new positives. 32958, 3 new positives. 32960, Vero Beach proper, 6 new positives. Zip code 32962, 2 new positives. Zip code 32963 here on the Barrier Island, 2 new positives. Zip code 32966, 3 new positives. Zip code 32967, 2 new positives. And zip code 32968, no new positives. All righty. Let's move down here a little bit more. We're going to take a look at this number over here. I know this came up just a little bit. So yesterday we were in the green with 155 people passing away for each day for the past 7 days. Well, now it's up to 160 today. 160 people passed away each day for the entire state of Florida. That's what we call the 7-day moving averages. Now we're going to go down here and take a look at these states that we report on every day. First, let's take a look at the total number of vaccinations in the entire United States. 53,797,178. 53 million, almost 54 million vaccinations in the entire United States. In the past 24 hours, 1,681,951. Those are the vaccinations for the entire United States. And the government has used up 76% of what they have on hand right now, although they keep getting more vaccinations coming in, more vaccines coming in. In Texas, 126,730. That's how many people were vaccinated in the past 24 hours. They've used up 81% of what they have on hand for vaccines at the moment. California, they vaccinated 190,000 people. 190,131 people in the past 24 hours, and 74% of their vaccines have been used up. Here in Florida, as I said, we vaccinated 115,150, and 76% of our vaccines are used up. In Rhode Island, 3,441 vaccinations in the past 24 hours. 61% of the vaccines are used. And I keep reminding you folks that these are all going to be replenished, but that if you subtract that from 100, that'll tell you what they have left. Colorado, 28,130 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours. 76% of their vaccines are used up. In Wisconsin, 29,255 vaccinations in the past 24 hours. 89% of their vaccines are used up. Minnesota, 22,963, and 78% of their vaccines are used up. In New Jersey, 39,217 new vaccinations in the past 24 hours. They've used up almost 76% of their vaccines. And then the state of New York, 100,876 vaccinations in the past 24 hours, and they've used up almost 79% of their vaccines. We're going to scooch right over here for just a second and show you the number of deaths. Actually, the only way we can do that, you can probably see it pretty well this way. The total number of deaths 48 hours ago in the United States, 1,111. In Texas, they were 129. California, the number of deaths were 248 hours ago. In Florida, 96. Rhode Island didn't report. Colorado, 10 reported deaths in the past 48 hours. 1 in Wisconsin in the past 48 hours. Minnesota, 7. New Jersey, 14 people passed away 48 hours ago. And in New York, 122. Here we go, taking a look now at what we refer to as the global view. The global view, 27,667,306. Those are the number of people who contracted COVID-19 since we started. 485,943 are the number of people who passed away since we started. These are the big numbers, the biggest numbers of all. Check this out. 109 million people have contracted COVID-19 since we started in the entire world. And then as far as deaths are concerned in the entire world, 2,405,339. Alrighty, folks, so those are the numbers for today. It is 3:51 when I'm finishing these up at the moment on February the 15th. I hope you had a really good Valentine's Day, and I look forward to seeing you back here. Remember, tomorrow I'm going on the road, so it's going to be a new scene in the background. So when you take a first look at it, you're going to say, where did that guy go? What is going on? He's not in his studio. I could be at an airport. I could be at a hotel. I'm not really sure exactly where I'm going to be tomorrow. So stand by. It's going to be exciting, and we're hitting the road. So look forward to seeing you back here. Have a very blessed Monday, the beginning of the week, and see you back here on Tuesday. Ron Crider signing off.